Hey, it's Matt Cook here, and I've got so much to talk to you about with regard to prostate. So many things to talk about. First of all, there's so many things that have been used since ancient times that aren't being used anymore. Herbs primarily. There's an herb, in fact, that we have in urgent prostatitis going back to 200 BC, Scutellaria bicalensis, and it's very good in lowering inflammation and also even helping reverse a cancer condition. But too many guys end up taking a lot of pills like finasteride, dutasteride, and they have a lot of side effects. For erectile dysfunction comes right up. And if you go into any time, persistent side effects of finasteride for male pattern baldness, it goes on. And then some guys take tamsulosin. It also causes what's called retrograde ejaculation. So that's not good. And in fact, if we put in, see, this is how I do my work all day. Normally, I don't have anybody watching me. Tamsulosin's bad stuff. It's all kind of bad stuff. You know what I mean? It's bad stuff. So, put that on Do Not Disturb. Okay. So, people talk to me about, well, let me get the Urolift surgery thingy. And Urolift is, I think of it like tying up, when they go to the butcher shop and they give you a roast with string tied with twine, they do that to the prostate. They basically tie it with twine. There's a lot of issues with the Urolift system, actually. Yes, it's minimally invasive and everything, but it doesn't work sometimes. It doesn't work in the long run necessarily. I don't think it's that safe. I'd rather not have it. It's a pretty profound procedure. Then there's also the TURP, with a lot of side effects and issues with the TURP, a lot of ED, a lot of sexual dysfunction. So these treatments kind of suck. It all kind of sucks. So what I wanted to show you, I had it set up here. Let me set it up again. If you go into Google Scholar and you enter like 1880 to 1920, you actually and you talk about prostate. There you go. You get a lot of stuff about prostate, and it has to do with prostate, treating prostate a certain way, which they sort of stopped doing entirely. And I've been trying that out because very, very recently, there's a study from Columbia University, Department of Urology. It's a very nice study. So let me just take you through this real quick. They've got 90 men in it. 90 men, average 65 years old. They are mostly white. There's only one black person and one Asian person. That's, So it's an interesting study. And they took the BPH, they measure it a certain way, how much inflammation there really is, and what it is following up, and some other parameters as well. So they come up with this, that it's helped very good improvement with 46%, almost 47%, completely alleviated symptoms with 4.4%, and moderate to good improvement, 28.8%. So it's like at least 7 out of 10 cases, people were either moderately improved, very well improved, or the symptoms are gone. And increased sexual function and better ejaculation. Some people had a few other issues, but the big thing was unsure about proper use application. So what I did was, this was a complaint in the study, that they weren't given anything about dosage, regard to frequency, duration, need to be determined in monitoring. So what I did was, I fed this into my research system, and I worked on it myself, and then I had other guys try it. I've researched it. I have a whole group of guys that I've learned from, and we found a way to make this very safe, very effective, ultra effective. There's no drugs. It's using this ancient method, and it's also pleasurable. I think you're going to love it. And I really have no prostate issues to speak of at all now. None. And I don't ever worry about getting them either. And I think what's really good about it is I think that this actually solves the underlying issue, and it probably will lead, I can't prove this, but it will lead to a healthier prostate and probably less cancer in the long run. I think that as men, we kind of ignore our prostate. We sort of treat it as outside ourselves, not as part of us. And this sort of lets us mentally visit our prostate and make it feel at home. I think of it like you're in your body's a big high-rise building, you know. You're in the penthouse, your brain. You're running the whole thing. But this whole building is full of floors of people doing all these different things for you. In the very bottom, in the basement, there's like a mailroom. And they never see the boss. These are like the lowest level people. They're ignored all the time. They're living in a dreary circumstance, a dreary situation. That's what your prostate is like. Now, imagine the boss comes down the elevator, visits the mailroom, and says, you guys are super important. You guys are fantastic. You should keep doing what you're doing. You're incredible. These mailroom guys, the prostate, will just perk right up. And like, oh my God. And so this method I'm talking about, the prostate protocol, is like visiting the prostate mentally and making it really feel like you love it and appreciate it. I think that is startlingly effective. I've noticed there's no more symptoms whatsoever. Everything is good. Ejaculations are better. Much more sexual pleasure. Erections are a lot better. Everything is better. And also, if you have hemorrhoids or any kind of issue, this will probably fix that as well. It started as a medical thing. Now it's turning into a pleasure thing. It's both. I can't tell you how wonderful it is. You should just definitely try it, okay? Just try it. I'm going to make it so easy for you to try. Let me know how it's all going, Matt@GetRapidHelp.com. You're going to love it. I am so excited to hear from you. I've heard from guys already, waiting to hear from you about this. Thank you so much.